Hi everyone, it's Jen from practicalbydefault.com, and today I want to talk about 3 ways to make more time in your homeschool schedule. So a lot of times I'm talking to people and I find that we're doing a lot in our lives. We have a lot of different roles and a lot of different things to fit in. So how are you going to fit homeschool and everything else into your schedule? Today I want to share 3 tips that I have found that really help me save time. The first one is to schedule less. So do less. This advice was passed on from another working homeschool mom to me, and I really appreciated it. The concept is not to stuff your schedule full of things. When you do that, you're always rushing from one activity to the next, be it from work to teaching to doing errands, and then you're busy. It's exhausting and it's hard to keep up. It also leads to burnout, so we need to be careful. Having less in our schedule allows us to have room to breathe, to have a little bit of downtime. Some people kind of freak out if there's nothing planned for that day. Well, trust me, I highly doubt it that you'll have a whole day with nothing in it. But if you do happen to find one of those days, cherish it, because they're very rare. The second point I want to bring out is find things that save you time. So for me, it's meal prepping. One of the main things that I find that really saves me time about this is meal prepping our lunches. Now I'm going to admit that when my life really gets hectic, this is one of the first things I want to get rid of, right after me time. However, when that happens, then I feel even more rushed or I don't eat properly. Once I stop eating properly, then I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and by the way, hangry is totally a thing. My workmates often shove me off for a 10-minute break to grab something to eat because I'm getting angry. So for me, meal prepping is huge. People often talk about making good use of their slow cooker or Instapot, so go ahead and dig out those recipes and save yourself some time. The third thing that I feel that really helps me save time is to use programs that are either independent learning or do all the hard work for you. Now you will realize that as most things, you either give up time or money. So think about it. Which one do you need the most of, or at this point, which one works easier for your life? So for me, when I want to use time, I use free things such as Easy Peasy or online programs, and then I have to run around and gather out the materials. This is great for a day or a week that's a little bit slower and not as hectic. But when life gets really hectic, then I opt to spend the money and save myself time, and sometimes saving my sanity. One of those programs is something that comes all in a box, like little passports. So I'm going to show you what I mean. This is from their Crystals and Caves, and it looks like this. You can see here that right here it talks about all of these things came in the box. So I didn't have to get any of these things. It didn't come with scissors, water, and then the magnifying glass, well, that's actually given to you in an earlier box. So the only thing I needed to provide for this was water and scissors. This box is designed for older children, so they can do all the steps themselves. You don't actually have to be there. We tried to save it for a day I had off because I was nosy and I wanted to play too. But they really can do it all on their own. And I'll show you what it turned out with. You can see the crystals were grown here. So they're not that pretty, they're kind of pink. But it was really neat. And so we still have this as a keepsake, it's on my shelf. So it came with the container, it came with the crystal solution. So this was a great way to save time for me. All I had to do was open the box and say, hey guys, today you're gonna grow some crystals. Look at the instructions, follow the steps. And it was a really great opportunity for them to learn how to follow instructions without me hovering over their shoulders. So that was a great moment for me. So that's just 3 ways that you can find ways to make time in your schedule to fit everything in. So I'm gonna recap them. They were: don't jam your schedule so tight that you have no breathing room. Plan less. 2, find something that saves you time and do it in bulk. So like meal planning, or maybe if you work at home, try to batch things. Make sure you record all your videos in one day, or set up all your social media on one day. Use schedulers. Find ways to save yourself time. So dig out your crock pot or your Instapot. Use those recipes. And the third way is to figure out if you want to spend time or money. And if you do, really plan and choose the things that you're doing. So if you choose free, you're going to be spending time gathering up, ingredients or things that you need. And if you're going to spend money, then everything comes in a box, but you do get to save time. I would love to hear how you guys find time in your busy schedule to homeschool and get all those things in. I look forward to reading your comments. Until next time, have a great day.